Okay, so I had told myself I'd be really dedicated to this channel and I'd be uploading like almost every week, which obviously has not happened since I haven't uploaded anything in like 5 months. I have an excuse. I've been busy with school, family, whatever. But I have been working on it. Like, I've been writing scripts and stuff. I just never get around to filming them. But anyways, point is, I'm back. So my life isn't really all that interesting, but I do every now and then have a story or two to tell. So I thought, why not? 2 times it happened where I was followed around the supermarket by pedophiles. So the first time, it was my freshman year. Me and my mom do this thing where like we go to the supermarket. She takes me, I get off, and she sits in the car. So that day I had to buy chips, cereal, and some tortillas. I get off the car and I go into the supermarket and I go to the chip aisle. So I'm just standing there picking up my chips. And then this really tall guy walks into the aisle and he stands right next to me. And I just see him like staring down at me. I try to like ignore it, but he's just like there looking at me. So I kind of look up and he's like, buenas. Which means like good afternoon or whatever in Spanish. So I just look up and I'm like, buenas. And so I just grab my chips and step out of the aisle. And I'm looking like at the little signs above the aisles to see where the tortillas are. But out of the corner of my eye, I see the guy, he's like pretending to look at the shelf, but he's still staring at me. I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna go that way. But I kind of look back as I'm walking away and he like stepped out of the aisle and he's still looking at me. So I go to the end of the store and I grab the tortillas and I was about to leave, but I was like, oh wait, I forgot the cereal. So I start walking back and I'm like, oh, the guy should be gone by now. So I'm walking alongside the aisles and like a couple aisles in front of me, the guy just steps out, whips his head around and just like looks at me. So I'm like, nope. So I quickly turn into the closest aisle that's right next to me and I start speed walking down. And then like when I'm towards the end of it, I look back. He was just standing there staring at me. Like, he was not moving, he was just looking at me. So I left the supermarket that day without my cereal. Okay, so the second time, it was towards the end of last year. So again, same thing. We go to the supermarket, my mom stays in the car and I get down to buy some stuff. I had to buy some bread, so I go to the little bakery section of the supermarket. And they have these little bins filled with the bread and the little like price sign thing right above it. So I'm just there picking up the bread and out of the corner of my eye, I just see like this guy who like keeps glancing around to look at me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But then he like walks over to the other side of the bin and I'm like, okay, whatever, he's just gonna get bread. I just look up and he's like peers from behind the little price sign and he's just like staring at me and he's just like, you have very pretty eyes. In the most polite, least creeped out way I could, I just said thank you, and like he just kept looking at me as if he was gonna say something else. So now I'm just there like, is that all? And he just walks away and goes to like the little counters behind us and he like grabs his jar of whatever and he's just pretending like look at it, but I see he's still like glancing up and looking at me. So I'm just like, I'm gonna go. But as soon as he sees me start walking away, he just turns around, slams down the jar and starts walking after me. For a little while in the store, he was just walking after me, so I was almost running and I just started going in between the aisles, like just swerving everywhere, like losing him. And then like the rest of the time I was there, every time I walked into a new aisle, I would just like look around the corner, see if he would be there. Then like little Mission Impossible. But at the end of the day, I got to talk to a really cute cashier, so. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little story. Make sure to leave comments down below, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe and share the video as much as you can. And well, yeah, I need to find a way to end these things.